Hello there, and welcome back to our Age of Wonders 4 playthrough as Industrious Rodents with the Grand Architect Roland. Where we left off, we are marching our armies in the direction of this fellow rat, but an untrustworthy, sneaky, sinister rat, who we have quite a high war justification with, and so we're going to go to war with him. We're not at war with him yet, but he is at war with two other players. And we're the closest, we're gonna conquer his cities and bring them the more enlightened ways of industry and engineering and civilization, rather than their sinister, dark, necromantic ways. They've got witches, they've got dark knights, they've got bone golems, they've got necromancers. They're baddies. We're going to sort them out. So I was mid-turn when I realised we were past the end of the previous video. So someone just insulted me. This guy has hated us all game. He's just constantly insulting us. But he's also by far the weakest in everything except magic. He is the weakest. So I'm a little concerned about his ally. His ally is a little stronger. But she doesn't dislike me. So he's an erudite sage. He's only going to go to war if he's got a justified war. And right now, I have more grievances than him. So it would not be a justified war for him. I've actually got a moderate. I could go to war with them. It would be, everyone else would be okay with it. Because he keeps insulting me, basically. But I'd have to fight her. And she's a little more competent. She's got the best military in the game, and she's second in overall rankings. Fortunately, she doesn't like us, but she doesn't dislike us yet. And she also requires justified wars. And our grievances are balanced. The only grievances either of us have are for having built the Affinity Province, which is part of the Magic Victory. Everyone's built one of them, so everyone's got that grievance against each other. So we're not in any real danger of them declaring war on us, and even if they did, they're kind of far away. Well, I say they're kind of far away. They've actually got cities here. So there's a bit of a buffer, all this empty space, but they could be a threat. But the yellow guy isn't a threat at all. And it's telling me I can integrate Valenford, but I'm not going to do that because we're at our city cap, and I'd rather, if I was doing anything, build something here, get that Ember Keep. Oh no, they already had an alliance. I guess maybe they broke their alliance and then redid it? I don't know what it's telling me about that. They already had that. Okay. The main thing I need before we start the war is money for our siege projects. Because we're going to march down here to Duskwatch. Take that out. Well, capture it. We might send a wee army to get that. But then we'll be marching up here and then jump into the underground there and take his throne city. And as far as I know, that's all he's got. The problem with the money situation is we're also trying to build up another army. And that costs money. So I need to make sure I've got like a good 500 or 600 gold for their siege projects, maybe even more, before we actually get into a siege situation. But we can still move up in the meantime. I'm sure he won't suspect a thing. And these guys are they're going to be part of the war effort, but for now they're just getting some quick and easy experience fighting here. I've not really used him in combat manually much, so I'm going to do a manual combat even though it's a really easy battle, just for the fun of it. So this character I used to have with a two-handed sword, but we recently conquered an Emberforge furnace, a wonder, and we got this axe, which does a pretty good strong melee strike multiple times. And it gives us extra retaliation if attacks. And because we're industrial, we've got a very strong defense, and we get an extra retaliation. And he goes into defense automatically every turn. And our racial trait, Ferocious, we already do extra damage from retaliation attacks. I don't know if I've got another thing that does that. Why, Sentinel as well, also. So we've got 50% from that, 90% extra damage and retaliations, and he does 2 retaliations. So that seemed better than his tier 2 two-handed weapon. So he's very much tanky and going to be smashing people in the face. We've also got our Bastion and our Golems. They form a little defense trifecta. And the Bastions have inspiring defense. They can only do it every other turn, but it gives adjacent friendly units bolstered defense, which is another point of defense. So we kind of want everyone to cluster around them to get those benefits. And we'll use it at the start. So they're going to do their inspiring defense. Everyone gets a stack of bolstered defense there. We also got shield tempered defense. What was that? Is that from our spell tempered shields? Oh yeah, whenever they go into defense mode, adjacent units also get +1 resistance. His defense mode also gives defense, and so do the golems. But I don't think it all stacks. So they're at, well, I mean, they're at 17 defense. They've got 1 from bolster defense, 1 from the shields defense. Wait, hang on. Oh, right, that's not their defense. Here's the defense. Yeah, they're tier 3, which apparently just gives them +2 defense. They've got a base +2. I'm not entirely sure what this base in tier 3. My hero's got the Noble Aegis shield that gives everyone next to him +2 defense. Also the shield defense from the golems. Also the bolstered. Also their own shield defense. Oh, the shield defenses do stack. Okay, yeah, so they currently take 17% damage from physical sources. We're not quite so good in the resistance. But yeah, you can stack a lot of bonuses. And that's what we're all about. I'm then going to buff the golems. Give them some more defenses as well. And everyone else will discard. We'll see what these guys decide to do. It's a bunch of undead. The wyvern's the only thing I'm a little worried about, because I can come back and hit my back ranks. User, what? Skeletons, necromancers. Right. My hero's going to go up and hit the necromancers. My bastions will go up and hit the skeletons. Archers will move up. We're going to mark Bone Wyvern, reduce its defenses, make it easier to hit, and shoot at some. I'm just going to move them up there for the moment. Oh, they can't get into a good place to shoot. Well, we can shoot from here. I have to remember I've also got the transmitters, so I'm going to move to here. Take a shot. What the transmitters will do, instead of shoot... Oh no, I can't. Never mind, they are just going to shoot. And I'm going to put... They're guaranteed. They love to flank archers and stuff. So who's got the least hit points? Yes. So they're just going to move to here and do defensive mode to defend them a bit. Because I guarantee you, they're going to fly over and backstab them, or maybe them. They do like to hit archers as well. There's not an awful lot we can do to prevent them from doing all that. Other than take a tome of magic that gives us immobilizing effects. Yeah, they went for the archers. The archers are more defended and harder to kill, but for some reason they think archers are more important than support units. I'm not entirely sure why. That's fine. Right, I'm going to do my inspiring defense again. Them up. I need to get Sundering Strikes on him now. They can't do anything because he's next to them. However, I'll take the opportunity to attack against me, and then they can shoot them and kill them. Now, they could just do a bunch of damage, and they probably will, but they could also petrify a bunch. They can do an area stun, but this isn't very well set up for that, so I'm just going to attack instead, and we'll work on killing that bone golem. And every time they do their Sunder defense, someone nearby gets some stacks of bolstered defense. So I think they're up to 20 defense now. So this is an easy fight. Like I said, I'm just doing it because we haven't used some of these. We haven't used that hero. We've only used the hero in one battle, and not since I got his new axe. So he hit me for 1, and I retaliate for 23. And then we do it again. It's like, come and hit me. You're just going to hurt yourself. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to stun them. Okay, we got one of them. You can shoot them. Oh, but I forgot bone golems come back as skeletons. I'm going to have them heal themselves. Go into defense mode. The hero. I could summon my Devastator Sphere just for the laughs, but nah, let's just... Well, actually no, I'm gonna summon my Devastator Sphere. Just for funsies. Maybe they'll attack the Devastator Sphere. They buffed their crappy skeletons. They did, they attacked the Devastator Sphere. It's going to roll up there and say hello. Say hello. Oh right, a target a unit. Oh, I just assumed it was around itself, but no, it forward firing. That's more useful. It means if there's allies behind us, we don't hit them. Right. So they've got 5 stacks of bolstered defense. I am going to remove their defense and convert it into damage instead. 6 stacks of strength and 60% extra damage. I won't do a lot this turn because we only got 1 attack this turn, but next turn we'll get to do some big damage. Move up. I'll only get 1 shot, but I want to get the good 90% chance to hit there. They're trying to run away. Because they can't really do anything when they're next to us, and they're just defending. Okay. So our golems that we souped up are hitting for 25 a hit. And maybe they hit? Yeah, they do. I like these transmuter battle mages. We've got a level up for our hero. And a bit of mana. Now, I don't think there's anything else for them to do, so I'm staying out of the volcanic terrain because we won't heal in it, so I'll get a little bit of passive healing as we move this way. And then it's just back to our scouts over here. Just methodically clearing the fog of war here. They've built their workshops. They've got, I mean, they're still not exactly strong production, but that'll change over time. Workers' Farmstead will get us both food and production for both growth and building things faster, so we'll do that. They've made a market for more money, so if we got another farm, we could get the mint at a reduced cost. So maybe I do something else in the meantime. Maybe I do the bathhouse to boost our stability. Or, hang on a minute, I'm coming back to you in a minute, I just want to see. I'm just going to build money for the moment, because we're getting close to attacking, and I want to make sure I've got the money for the sieges. Unless I'm building something that gets us more money, which we're not doing here either. So yeah, you just build money as well. And yeah, this guy leveled up with his shiny new axe. So I think Sundering Strikes, or Meteor Strikes, oh, that too. So Sundering Strikes, every hit has a chance to sunder the enemy's defense, making them take more damage against physical damage, which is what we do. Meteor Strikes, every time we hit, it does 3 fire damage to the target and adjacent units. And both of these are better. You eventually had a two-handed sword, which is why I haven't taken them yet, which only hit once. So you'd only get 1 Sundering Strike a turn and 1 Meteor Strike a turn. But now that he's got his axe that hits 3 times, he potentially can do 3 Sundering Defences and 3 Meteor Strikes. I'm not sure which one I want more. That's more sort of fun, but I think that might be more useful. I'm going to take the more fun one, Meteor Strikes. And he's got his first signature skill, which I think he's always had and I just forgot to take. So there's Blink, a wee teleport with evasion. That's better if you've got a two-handed sword, to be honest. Reckless Rage, his defences get reduced, but he gets 30% melee damage. Tempting, but I like the whole tankiness. It essentially protects another unit. He'll take the damage instead of them. Poison and Disease, everyone doesn't really fit us. Holy Retribution, maybe. Attacks that hit this unit from within 3 hexes deal spirit damage to the attacker. Yeah, I'm going to take Holy Retribution. He's going to be up in the thick of it. He's going to be a target. A new rally is started. We can get other units, but we can get quite a variety now because of our various vassals. I wouldn't mind getting a knight as a shock unit, but I can't afford to. We're saving up for a siege, so no. And denouncements. They happen all the time. I shouldn't even bother opening them. Right, that's that turnover. Feudal Nature build would have huge cities. If ever I do a mega city playthrough, I'm going to do Feudal Nature, I think. So mega cities means you can only ever have one city, but the range at which you can grab provinces is greatly increased. It's like +5. So you end up with one really big city, is the idea. As the name might suggest. So Gemkeep is them. I don't know if I've got right away to go through there. I have a Pact of Loyalty. Do I lose the Pact of Loyalty? Let's find out. This is considered trespassing. Apparently not. We'll march through here then. And this is the divide. So I'm on a scarred divide map. It's not really visible from zoomed out. But essentially, where most of the map started off desolate, but has been gradually changing into all the other terrain types, which is why it's a mishmash. We've got bits of sand in amongst grassland, in amongst forest. We're on a forming realm, is what it's called. So most of it does, but I also pick Scarred Divide, which means there's a strip across the middle that is just always going to be desolate. There's nothing there. There's no resources. There's no way to build cities. There is little pockets in amongst it that are, but generally not. We built the Bastion's barricade here. We do have quite a lot of money built up now. Built this, it would be a nice food boost. How's our defences? We've got 60 defence, so I think we're okay. I think I'm just going to stick with the plan of building up some money for our sieges. Once we get that going, I'll cancel all that and spend a bunch of money. Wait, what did this just tell me? Silver Fence did what? Why are you saying set production for Silver Fence? We're already building a workers' farmstead. Oh, I had 2 things queued, so it's just telling me the previous thing was built. I think. I'm not actually sure what happened there. I don't think I did. Maybe it's an old message from before. Maybe I did that manually and... Oh, no, it's telling me I can get another province. That's what it's telling me. Get me the Ember Source Forge. That will get me 25 draft, 10 gold, 5 Imperium. And does it do another thing? Is that all it does? Units are cheaper to buy here. And Fire Giants will win the Rally of Lieges, but not the current one, next time. Okay, that's pretty good. Wouldn't mind having some Fire Giants stomping about. We could also potentially reach out to get the Haunted Halls, but it would mean grabbing this. I don't know if I don't think the Forming Realms are still happening. I think everything's formed. I think these just settled on being desolate. Moving Earth. Through your deep link to the world underneath, you sense the movements of an elder Earth Elemental. Disturbed in its ancient slumber, the Elemental is rumbling restlessly, shaking the world that is built on its back. A tectonic disaster seems to be imminent as the Elemental slowly moves towards Dunbane. Do you try to prevent the destruction that could strike the farm near your city of Dunbane? I can spend 533 mana. We'll all our cities get a big stability boost, and we get a Materium boon. And the Materium boon is why we get the stability. Materium boon means we get stability based on how much Materium, and we have a lot. Or we can ignore it, and I'll get hit by a Pyroclastic Eruption. I don't want to get hit by that. It's a lot of mana, but it's also a big stability boost, so we'll take it. We'll get that mana back pretty quickly. And our gold-touched transformation is ready. So we're already steel. We're stainless steel Rodents. We've got steel skin. Now we've also got gold. I don't know which one will take priority. Looks like the gold did. So this should be our money income just went up by a bunch. I don't know if it shows where that came from exactly. Is it just city income? Yeah, I don't think we get a breakdown to see exactly how much, but we could figure it out. We get one for every population. So 15, 25, 37, 41, 53. We just gained 53 gold a turn, which is actually less than I thought it was, but still. That's a pretty big boost for one thing. Okay, the scout is just continuing to clear the fog of war and the divide. Yeah, here's one of the wee pockets. In theory, you can come and build a city here, but since this is considered uninhabitable, I don't think you could ever link this to that, so you'd end up with this tiny little city. It would maybe be worth putting an outpost down just to give you a sort of way station along the way, since we don't regenerate in there, but other than that, eh. Right, I'm going to move him over. I'll bring these guys with him. Once they siege this, he'll maybe go down and hit this one on his own. We're getting awful close to war declaration. We've learned Meteor Arrows. This is an enchantment that will make our crossbows and archers do splash damage with fire. I don't really want any of these. I guess Meteor Shower. Faster movement for our scouts. We've kind of finished scouting. That would have been useful a lot earlier on. We built our second golden golem for them, so I am willing to spend a bit of money recruiting now. So I'm going to get them a transmuter, a battle mage. Will I do a production? We could do a cheap production of some sort, something that doesn't cost too much. 3 turns from moving the Spelljammer over. Yeah, we've got our Great Foundry. How much is that getting us? Yeah, it's getting us 21 gold. So it gets 10 by default, and it gets 3 for each adjacent. Why is it getting 21 gold? Oh, there's the breakdown. So yeah, 10 by default, 6 for the 2 adjacent mines, and we've also got a thing that all speciality districts get +5. We lose 5 happiness, but we also gain 2 happiness. So it's overall net -3. But still, that's been a nice boost to our income. No, I'm not spending 370 just now. I'm going to build the... No, I don't have enough mana. Never mind. I was going to build this because that would be useful, but no. So we'll just do a Caltrop stash just to get it out of the way. Silverstrad can get a new place. Now, did I have a plan with this? I sort of had the plan of linking up our domains and then getting the option, moving the throne city here and getting the option where adjacent to the throne city. It's one of these things. Is it under Materium? It's one I don't have yet. Is it this? Yeah, cities that share a border with the throne city get 10% of all income. It's not a huge amount, but we'd get a chunk of income return, 412. No, city income. We'd get an extra 80 gold, which is actually pretty huge. And an extra 33 mana, which is not as huge, but still quite good. And they'd all get more food and everything else. So it would mean putting a hold on my other plans for creating adjacency bonuses. Like, I wouldn't mind moving the Chrono Gate there to get the 2 research posts, instead of having it there where it just gets 1. That's not a huge difference. Do any of these count as a... Spelljammer counts as a conduit as well. So I could put the Spelljammer up there, because this benefits from conduits, and have the Chrono thing down there. There was also the whole mine plan, which was a mine there, the Great Foundry there, question mark, and the Golem mine there. Because that would work. It's a longer term thing. Now I want the research boost. Do I? This is faster to do. I'm doing this. So we're going to move the Chrono Gate over here, but we can't do that until we get rid of that one. So I'm going to put a Spelljammer down there, and next turn we'll put the Chrono Gate down there. I can't afford to cast this just now, but we do want to get the meteor arrows done. And a new order skill, another Whispering Stone. Sure, I'll take a Whispering Stone because I can give it to one of my cities to make them happier. Who's got the worst happiness? They're really happy. They're in harmony. They're not, and I've already done it for those two. How about the throne city though? Oh no, you're in harmony as well. Our civilians love us, so I guess you're getting a Whispering Stone. So everywhere's either in harmony or is working towards it. Okay. Oh, they all left. Did they leave because they knew we were coming and think we're declaring war, or was it just coincidence? This is where having some more scouts would have been useful. I guess Silver Fence could build us a couple of scouts. I don't suppose it matters though. Right, I think we're going to declare our justified war now. Got moderate. How much do I need to get to major? Major requires 2 more grievances. I could settle those. Well, no, it requires 21 more grievances. That's 18. So settling those wouldn't help. Never mind. Nah, justified war. So, you declare war on Perennius Sundancer. Depending on your war justification balance, relations with other units may be affected along with your alignment and Imperium income. So our vassal cities' relations will go up for 20 turns. We'll get 10% extra income. They've got Gemkeep as an ally. Enemy forces are stronger. I don't care. I think that's just because of Gemkeep. Very well, Roland Vandelay, he says through gritted teeth. If it's war you want, a war you will get. Call the banners. He's at war with half the game. We could conquer Gemkeep right now. But I think we just bypass them. They don't seem to have many armies over here. I think we just keep on going. We could also do the Rally of Lieges stuff, since I have a bit of spare money. I'm going to get a knight for my new army in the Throne City. Because we don't really have shock units as the industrial faction. Well, it's not that we don't really, we just don't. Just straight up, no. I'll just trek this way. See what we can see. And yeah, I'm going to train a couple of scouts. Because they're relatively cheap. Just get me a couple of them, just to keep an eye on where his armies are. And we have a scout, coincidentally, returning from exploration. Bastion's done its caltrop stash. I still don't want to spend too much because we do still have that siege project to do. It's 2 turns. I'm going to spend my Imperium to get this done now, and we'll get the Spelljammer down. So the plan was grab this, doesn't matter what we make it, and stick the Spelljammer down there. It's only A, and it only takes a turn. Silverfell Fence got its worker farmstead. So generally we want food and production here to start with, just to get things rolling, but we've not boosted them. Although, we could boost it now. We could build a farm to boost that, or we could build a forester to boost that. Maybe do a forester. I do want to expand towards the haunted halls. Maybe I do a mason. I'm still going to hold off on it on the off chance it terraforms. I don't think it will, but just on the off chance. So what we'll do is we'll do the forester to link them up for if I do the Throne City thing. Just planning ahead kind of thing. And that means the Grand Mill's now boosted, so it only costs 56. It'll get us more food, make us grow faster, get all big and strong. For them, they might just do money for a turn, or one of the battlements. Just give me archer battlements just to give you something cheap to do for a turn. We don't really have... Do we have enough for this? The upkeep won't be that high. I'll hold off a wee bit. I'll hold off. No, we're about to get into a fight. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now, everybody. I'm doing it now. Pretty soon we'll be getting the tier 5 magic tome. I think maybe when we finish researching this, that'll be enough. If not, maybe one more technology. So what's your combat strength? Oh, they're the top military ranking. Really? I did not realise. And Gem keeps attacking me. It's a safe battle. If I lose any units, I will do it manually, but this would be a bit of a chore to fight all of that. Well, to fight only that with all of this, considering it's a foregone conclusion. But I won't take any losses, is my rule. When it's that safe, if they get someone killed, I'll do it myself. Nobody got killed. Got a bit wounded, but nobody got killed, so we'll just take those results. I get 60 gold. And the march on Duskwatch continues. Siege initiated. So, siege projects. They have archer battlements, they're archer posts, their archers have extra range and damage, and they've got palisade walls. So we want to get bolt repeaters. That's a materium thing that we can do. Unless it's industrial, I can't remember. But they're mobile siegecraft units with long range area of effects. They do not have a cooldown unlike onagers. We could also get the onagers. It might be, given they don't have any defences just now, it might be kinda overkill. So I'll just undermine the walls. And break the battlements, will that speed things up? We're down to 2 turns already. We kind of get it down to 1 turn with what's here. So I'll just harass the defenders. That's probably unnecessary because it depends. They might send more people down here, in which case we will want all that. But if not, I've kind of just done a bit of overkill. We can get on the watchtower, which will give us... Yeah, they've got an army over here. I can never tell where to click with the fairies because the little circle is away up here, kind of in the next hex. I'm always clicking like there, but they're actually down here. It's not that strong an army though. It's a mishmash of different animals by the look of it. Oh, there's a Balor. 2 Balors. I don't want to fight them. That is like so pointless to fight because you can't really make use of it because it's in the middle of the divide. And these scouts will just have a nose at what's happening over here. And we built a new scout over here, so I'm just going to check nobody's sneaking along the top. Right, Bastion has built a transmuter. We've got a knight on the way, I believe. Yep, 1 turn away. So we've got all our front line. We've got kind of 2 shock units and 1 spearman. I might get another front line for defences, just so we've got like a bastion to defend everyone. And then... do I get a support? I don't think I need the support. I'm going to get a Glade Runner. It's the final unit in this stack. They've just built their battlements. We've got Money Spear now. So Silverstrad is on the front lines, but I think we're probably okay. Still, it might be worth getting the Fortified Crucible. Just in case. Yeah, let's get that. And HQ's also got some, and they don't need the defences as much. They're safely tucked away, so I'm gonna get the Wizard Tower Room of Recall built. Donbane can annex another place. What were they doing? I had so many things I was trying to do with this place. We could just link up with Lithium, but that doesn't really help us. We could start working towards getting this. I kind of just want to get the Runecarver thing set up. And or the Golem Mine thing set up. Oh no, the Golem Mine was going to be up here. We're going to do Foundry, Mine, and Golem Mine. I'll do that later. We'll get the Runecarver thing, because that'll let us build everything a bit faster. So our Runecarver's camp is now giving us 6 extra mana for being adjacent to 2 quarries. Meteor Arrows is ready. It'll have an upkeep at 24 mana. We can afford that. Don't really need to cast anything else just now. We have captured Dern Bronzehelm. He is a level 7 dwarf from... oh, that was the guy from Gemkeep that attacked. I could return him and get all his stuff. Some of his stuff's okay. We'll maybe do this afterwards. We'll not do it just now, but once we've defeated him and we could potentially get them more diplomatically, we'll maybe return them for the... grant freedom, sends them home. I think we might get a relation thing for it. At the moment we're getting a little bit of research, a tiny bit of research, but we are getting some. Other rulers have started a war. Oh, those two are at war with each other. Are they close to each other? I think they are. They're next door neighbours. We can barely see it, but this is where the white guy is, and this is where the green guy is. So that might actually amount to something. Their underground locations don't matter as much, other than that's how they get to the surface. But yeah, they started off kind of adjacent. Whereas the folks that are at war with him is the green guy, who's literally as far away as you can get, and I think who was the other one? The yellow guy, who has got me in between us. So I'm really the only one actually fighting them, even though there's others at war. He might be in trouble depending on what's coming. We might have to fall back. But they're not going to reach me this turn either way, so we'll have time. Oh no, they came down to rescue their people. It's a low-risk battle. It's going to be a big, interesting battle. So they're trying to break the siege. We do have some injuries. We might lose a unit or two, but we might lose a unit or 5, depending on how many good spells they've got. But this should be an interesting fight. We're in the forest, because we're out. They've got our encampment outside the city, I guess. And it's us first, because we got attacked. So what are we looking at? We've got 2 shock unit bone golems. We've got a storm scale serpent. We've got some necromancers. Some archers. Over here, scout, a hero. No, yeah, 2 heroes. Another scout, dark knight. And then mishmash of stuff. Okay. I feel confident. I mean, we've got a stronger force, so of course I feel confident. Which hero are you? You're a shield. Yeah, you've got the King's Blade. And you've got the fancy shield that gives everyone next to you a bonus. These do anything? They're distracting. They're stink flowers. Don't want to stand in them. We do want to stand in trees because it gives us a wee bit of protection. Oh. Oh yeah, he only has 2 frontliners because this battle mage, this is a range thing, but he's also quite beefy, so I don't mind him being up front. We've got our glade runners, who I will hide there. We've got our arbalist, go back there, and then we've got our steel shapers, who's got the better defense. Oh yeah, he's got way better defenses than him, even if we do the shield modes. Yeah, so we will bolster up the defences of the Iron Golem. It's no contest, really. This hero's our scout, so he's not frontliners, but we have a Bastion, an Anvil Guard, and our Golems. So put the Golems there, the Anvil Guard in there. Ideally, they would go there to get a broader line, but I'm going to put them there so we can get the bolstered defense of their inspiring thing. And everyone else is going to kind of go around them. Once again, we will grant defense to the golems. You go there. Oh, you can summon elementals as well. We'll do that next turn. And then they will do their inspiring defense to give everyone some bolstering. And over here, we've got our new golden golem. He's a wee bit hurt, but... And Roland is more support-based, okay. Oh yeah, and we've got a brewer ogre who's, to be honest, not that great. Now these stink flowers produce the distracting result, but golems are immune to status effects. So if he goes there, it would be bad. But with the golems can just trample through it. I also have my Iron Golem Assistance, which is an ability I took on my leader that he gets these crappy, weak versions of the Iron Golems. But hey, they're 3 units. If they die, it doesn't matter. We've got a Magma Spirit coming along with us. I thought they would float over the flowers. I'll just move them there for now. I'm going to do a heal. Is one of these AoE? No. I should have maybe done this to start with. Next turn then. Okay. Are they going to cast spells at me is the question. They cast spells on themselves. I like that it moves multiple units at once when they're not attacking, so that you still have to wait a little bit, but you don't have to wait for each individual animation to play. Okay, we need to deal with the fact that they're all injured, so mass rejuvenation. We've got their Night Guard up front. We've got their other knights over here. We could also cast a spell. We could try... Oh, I don't have Meteor Showers yet, so I can't do that. I can just melt armor, though. You're all gathered together. Okay. And every time they hit, they've got a chance of stunning the target while gilding them. So gilded is a stun, but in addition, we'll get 20 gold when they die. I don't know if that 20 gold is for the rest of the battle or only for the one turn that the stun lasts. We maybe have to be quick and kill them. Move those iron golems there. These iron golems here. And I'm just going to have them defend the others. These guys will attack. My leader's taking his turn. I have to consider them. I'm going to hold off on what I do with the backline people until I know whether I've got these Dark Knights engaged. In fact, yeah, the Dark Knight, the Anvil Guard can taunt. So you're not going to go rushing down hitting them. We do have their, not just their hero, but their leader. So he'll be able to fly over if he wants. But there isn't an awful lot I can do about that. Because the Bastions do not get the taunt. Oh, and they do electric damage. He's got some kind of lightning. Yeah, he's got a lightning sword. That will be bad for my golems because they are vulnerable to lightning. So I'm just going to have them defend the others. Still, we're having difficulty hitting them. Why is this so hard to hit? Oh, he's got quick reflexes is the thing. Right, I'm marking him though. That makes it a bit easier. And we've got our meteor arrows. Hang on a minute. If I did, we just do 10 damage with it. The Dark Knight took 10. Oh, he's got a fire breath as well, that guy. We don't get to see the breakdown. But 10 damage? I thought it was only 5. Oh, they're undead though. And it's a... Wait, do they have volcanic heat going on? We're in a forest, but it's counting as volcanic. So they have -7 fire weakness. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. There is the whole issue of fire breath, so we'll try and spread out a little bit. And I think we'll just summon an elemental rather than getting into the fray with him. Is that a water elemental? Yeah. Then over here, just charge. There's no point trying to defend against them because we don't have charge resistance and they have that whole their shock unit is what I'm trying to say. Mark them. And they're undead, so these meteor arrows are wrecking them. Get the alien everyone there. Oh, it zoomed over too fast to see what happened. On big battles like this, you might notice my frame rate dropping a bit. My computer is just slightly below the minimum, not the minimum, the recommended specs. So sometimes it struggles a little bit, especially since I'm recording at the same time as playing, and I'm playing it on, like, the recommended specs are based on 1080 resolution, but I'm playing it on 2044 or whatever it is, 244. I can't remember, 2440. I can't remember. Whatever the next, like, 2K is. So you might see the occasional wee pause. Right, I think that's that. We'll see what his leader does. That's the one I'm a wee bit concerned about. He's just healing himself. Okay, I thought he was going to fly over and hit my archers or something. They have a lot of buffs on their side. I don't know where they're getting all these eagle mounts from as well. Oh, there's another fire. You're hitting my golems and stuff, they're just resisting it. Oh, frost against my fire elemental, that's clever. But the volcanic heat is giving us all frost resistance. So this is bad for him. Good for us, but bad for him. We're taking minor damage, but nothing serious. Not my one weak unit. Those ogres, it's a struggle to keep them alive. I think they would have been useful in the early game, but at this point, they're kinda subpar. As long as they stay alive, I'll keep using them, but if they die, I won't be sad. They actually do decent damage, though. They're just very fragile. Oh, this will be lightning, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, my iron golems are in a wee bit of trouble. Died to my increased retaliation damage. Although, it seems unfair that their newly spawned thing comes in with 3 action points straight away. Wait, I missed in the retaliation? Not sure where those... Are they just getting a flank? No, they just didn't want to fight my golem. Okay. Right, so I've got 2 units that are in a little bit of trouble. These golems are... But they've still got their heal, so I'm just going to heal up, go into defense mode. My hero's in a little bit of trouble too, but he can also just murderize things. I'll hold off on him till I see what these guys do. Critical hit. 1-shot kill. Love it. They have bad accuracy. If I move here, it's a bit better. Now we could dispel all the effects on him and make him stronger. Heal him up, or we could do something similar there. It's not as big a boost, but I'm going to do it to him because I'd like him to have a little bit of... Oh, and we can just kill them. Chaos Eater doing fire damage against the undead. Yeah. Just kill them. My archers aren't quite in hand-to-hand yet, so I'm going to shoot them. These meteor arrows, they are doing some work. Right, I'm just going to smash him. I'll take the retaliation, it's fine. Over here, they're on fire for some reason. could blast, but I'm going to try petrifying the slot. Okay, we got the leader and we got the little guys. We didn't get the knight though. So I'm going to bolster them. I think they'll just go into their defense because they're still taunting the knight, so we'll just kill them. And then we've got this fella. I've never had a Tide Spirit before. So it's got a physical repeating attack that sunders defenses. It can do a 4-hex cone that damages and pushes away units. And it can teleport to hex, then deal damage and inflict wet on adjacent units. We don't actually want to inflict wet because that'll make them resistant to the fire damage. But just running up and smashing things in the face is fine. Shoot that serpent in the back. And then Roland can do a fireball. They're all quite gathered up. Am I in range for it? I'd hit my own people. I could hit all of them. It's just fireball. Sorry, fire evocation. And then we'll bolster them because they're struggling a little bit. I'm going to smash them. I could also have a drink, which reduces their defenses but strengthens them and gives them a frozen belch that does a sort of cone. So I'm just going to have them do that in the back ranks. Now my golem's just going to start smashing. As much as it hurts. Because I want my golden golem to go and tackle this guy. Because I'm a cavalry slayer, and they're considered cavalry. Let's get them dead. Not quite dead yet, though. Is that everybody? I guess that's everybody. Okay. Our progress is kind of slow, but that's kind of Industrial's thing. It's a sort of slow and steady. We weather the storm, and just gradually the enemies get hurt more than we get hurt. Although, we got hurt quite bad there. I think they just used their necromancers to bring back... Yep, they're bringing back their units with their necromancers. My poor magma spirit, I hope he survives, because he's got an AoE as well. I don't know if he will. Oh, good or less. He might just survive. They've still got quite a lot of stuff here. They're going for it. Oh no, they're not. They're just... Oh no, they are. Yeah, we lose the magma spirit. Oh well. That's a shame, but I was expecting to lose 2 or 3 units this fight, so far we've only lost 1. It just creates space for more golems and transmuters and things like that. That one that's getting beaten up there is expendable. It's my golem assistant. It's not a proper golem. This golem's a proper golem, though. I don't like what's happening over there. Those bastions are... The retaliation hits are doing some serious work over there. Okay. It's a shame I forgot to use the fireball that he had. I can also make someone invulnerable if I want. Right, I'm going after them. That was disappointing. How are we getting misses in melee? Do they have some... What's going on? Well, they've all got evasion. That's ranged attacks. I guess it's applying to... need a 30. Why do I need a 30? I'm not sure why we're missing them. Right, I'll have my ogres. Punch them. We'll shoot these knights. Oh, they're decaying, so they can't heal. They're not, though. These golems just became juggernauts. Although, less so than you might hope. They're badass, though. Just go and kill those scouts. But also menace them a little bit by being in their back ranks. There we go. Their ruler has been defeated. And that's their Dark Knight dead. So their center force has been, like their backbone's been broken. Over here's not faring quite as well. Oh, we still have Roland here. He's got his Wonder Lightning Strike. I don't know if we've got anywhere that really lines up for it just now. Not really. So we'll probably just move up and then heal someone. Has anyone got a whole bunch of negative status effects on our side? I don't think we do. I see, that's positive. That's positive. Because he's got this Wand of Inversion that gets rid of negative status effects and gives them a random positive one. Since I don't have that, I'm just going to heal my ogres, give them some regeneration. And my Iron Golem, I think we'll just do its heal and defend. And then my Golem... They're kind of pointless over there. I'm going to do a melt armor on this little cluster here. Because that should kill some of their models so they do less damage. And yeah, this Golem Assistant is just going to defend, just absorb some hits next, well, one round of hits pretty much next turn. Is that, oh no, we've still got all this. So they can maybe get some crits. Nope. Get them killed. Nope, we missed. Kill that, because that is doing a lot of lightning damage to my Golem. That Golem might fall, I forgot about it and I didn't protect it properly. I think it should just defend. I think I'll take the polearm hit to go after these mages though. Well, not mages, necromancers. Oh, and oh, I forgot. He killed someone and he gets an action point back. He's got killing momentum. Is there anywhere I can move that has a better line of sight? No, really. So we're stuck with 50%. But still, I'll move in this direction to help out over here. Kill those crappy little scouts. Okay. We're doing well. I think we might get away with just that elementals casualty. I'm just not sure about the golem down here, but they're not particularly high offense units back there, so we should be fine. I've never found anything other than the basic crossbow. I'd like to find like a fancy pants crossbow for that leader. Or a bow. A bow would be good too. I find lots of swords and axes, I find loads of staffs, but very little. Right, my golem assistants, they did their job, they soaked up a bunch of shots. that doesn't count as a lost unit. We get it back next battle anyway. I'm surprised they haven't been demoralised and routed, to be honest. Oh no, wait, they won't, because they're all undead, so they don't have morale issues. But yeah, I didn't think evasion affected melee hit chances, but we keep getting misses, so I guess it maybe does. Right, we just need to clean up over here. One more turn and they can heal. I don't think we need it. Oh. Hi. Yeah, we had a 50% chance of hitting them. I thought that was just against range attacks. Ogre versus zombie. Now if I move, I'll get hit by the distracted, but I'm going to take it because I can now do my lightning blast and hit those two. Critical hit, lovely. We are having some serious accuracy problems over here, and I don't quite know why. Oh, it's all the evasion and long range. Okay, that's why. I mean, maybe we hit. Well, I graze. Right, the Anvil Guard are going after them. The Scout could maybe kill them. Oh, so close. Yeah, these guys are so difficult to hit. We're meant to be difficult to hit as well, because I think we've got evasion too in our racial units, but it hasn't really been coming into play much. Actually, I'll do that. We'll just do our healing. Oh no, they've got decayed. The healing didn't work. You just don't have an awful lot you can do. Can I? Yeah, I can heal them up. I do have one more thing, so I think on the basis these ogres are in trouble, I'm going to put invulnerability on them. Just to help them stick around a bit longer. Because I think those archers would have shot at them otherwise. I'm conscious this has gone a good 10 minutes past the intended video length, but I want to get this fight done. I could speed up the animations, but there's so much going on that it would get very, very confusing. Golden Golem's so big as well. They did a good job with that unit. I like them. Ah, he attacked me and he got gilded for his trouble. So you're not still considered gilded, are you? It's not for the rest of the fight. No, okay. Right, I'll see if I can gild them. Yep, we did. So we could potentially get 40 gold if we kill both of them this turn. That was very disappointing. That was a bit better. There we go. The ogres will punish them. My hero's fire evacuation's back up, so kind of ran out of people over here. Kill them. Killing momentum gives me a point back. We could... That's just a quick stab. I thought that might be the assassin's thing. 50-50. Another kill. Lovely. Right, we're getting there. Almost done. That's the one minor downside is we're low damage output generally. We're high defense, we can tank an awful lot, but actually killing things takes us a little bit of time. I quite enjoy it anyway. Are you a battle mage? Yeah, well, melee mage, yes, so I can move up to you and still do my attacks. There we go. So, 1 unit left. No, 3 units left. There's still more over here. A hope and a prayer. Graze something, but I'm not sure if I hit them or hit my allies. Okay. Temporary hit points soaking up that damage. I could use my frigid breath. Oh no, it's just a cone directly in front of me. I thought I had extra range. Never mind. Oh, please tell me I've got enough in range to actually finish them off. Because I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Oh, come on. And he's too far away. Crossbow guy, you can bring it home, right? Come on, 50%. Thank you. Whew. Not bad. I mean, we obviously took a lot of damage, but we only lost 1 unit. It wasn't exactly a fair fight, but it wasn't totally one-sided. We got 200 gold from that. So we get gold because we've got a little bit of... Wait, do I have a back? No, maybe I don't. I don't know why we get gold. I guess we just get gold for capturing the city or something. But anyway, yeah, we're well past the time that I'm meant to finish this video, so we're going to stop it here. So thank you again, anyone that's watching, and join me next time. I'm just going to start up the next video straight after this one. So goodbye for now.